Hi everybody, it's Lori with Giggle Girl Arts. How are you doing today? I'm pretty excited. I have a couple things to share with you. This first thing I'm showing right now is a video I created in December of 2021. But before I go on, I have a few quick greetings and giggles for Creative Nana, aka Sheila, Linda Adams, Mixed Media, and Sandra Chenko. Thank you, ladies, so much for your comments. I really appreciate it. It helps me a lot get my videos out there. So, greetings and giggles. Okay, now back to this journal. I made it in December of 2021, as I was saying, and once it was finished, I still had a lot of pieces left over. I don't know if you make journals, if that happens to you, what you decide to do with them, but then in January I started a different journal, and once it was finished, I decided to go back to these papers that were left from the December journal. I hope that's not confusing. So originally I started working on this next journal, and I just called it the Leftover Daisy Journal because I made my Daisy journal and then I had the leftovers. But I need a better name than that. So maybe as you're watching, you can help me think of a better name. Anyhow, so the first part you're going to see is footage from where I started it in January, and I put it down. I did a couple more months worth of journals before I decided to pick it back up in April of 2022. And so the January footage has the paper bag background, and the April footage starts off with the pink background because that's my what do you call it, non-stick heat resistant mat. So I just kind of wanted to give you that heads up. It seems a little disjointed, and that's the reason. The reason is some of the footage comes from January, and then some of it comes from April. So here is the Leftover Daisy Journal, or journal number 1. What I've got here is I took a box that something came in the mail, and I glued this flour sack that I got in a haul not too long ago. I'll put a link to the video up there if you haven't seen it. And I used the Fabric Fusion that I got, and I took a piece of plastic and I spread it on there. I just spread it and put it on. Now when I was cutting the cardboard, this is the side I did the cuts on with my paper trimmer, and it didn't go all the way through. So then I put this piece of Tyvek on, and then this side, it's not cut all the way through. So I'm hoping that will be enough to reinforce it. So now I'm gonna glue down these edges. And right now, it measures 5 by 7 1/4 by almost almost, not quite 2 inches. It's like 1 7/8. So I'm gonna do this in time lapse, and I'll be back. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is some collaging with some book pages, and I'll do that in time lapse. Alright, so a while ago I did a daisy journal from, I think it was December or November, and I had some leftover stuff, and I started to put together, I thought it was going to be a 3 signature journal, but I decided 2 would be better. And so I'm guessing, you know, the leftover was the month after I finished the daisy journal. And so far, what I've got is the cardboard or corrugated container cover. I did some collaging, and I've poked holes here for the 2 signatures. And then, so I've started the 2 signatures, and I need to, I don't know if I'm going to incorporate these. I had a 3rd signature, and I took them apart and then added them in, like, to these 2 signatures. And I need to trim down some of the pages. Because if they're in here, they're gonna stick out. So I'm gonna figure out what I wanna put. If I'm gonna put some scrapbook paper and a pocket, because I love to have pockets in my cover. So I'll figure that out first, and I'll be back in just a moment. So I found these papers, and I'm going to figure out which ones I'm going to use. So I'm going to try things out and put you on time lapse. Okay, now I am going to sew in the signatures, and after that I will be adding in a few embellishments that I've already made, and I'll be preparing some pages, and when that's over I'll be back to wrap it all up. Okay, so here I have taken my cardboard with cloth on it. I collaged the front. I sewed in the signatures. I got the front and back covers decorated and a pocket added, and I prepared some of the pages. And I started 3 altered paperclip bases. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and come back for the next video. Thanks. Bye.